Alright guys, we are back. Sorry for that sudden split, but we had to because we were almost out of time for that part. But anyway, let's see what happens. Oh shit. Ah.
The Crimson Wings?
Alright, the cavalry's here. Sweet. And they all did hero landing.
What are you all?
Sorry for the wait, Rean.
Yo, we're here to save the day.
I can't believe he actually just said that.
You caught us all off guard back in Ymir.
So this time we opted to take the initiative ourselves.
Well, it took you long enough. Uh-oh.
We meet again, severing chains. And I see you brought the purple lightning with you.
She brought more than that. Check out the Icy Maiden and that big shot arts user from the Bracer Guild.
We couldn't ask for a more impressive. However...
Here it comes again.
Alright, more friends dropping in, I guess? Oh, shit!
Your lordship!
Damn, now we're bringing the big guns.
Uncle Victor!
Uncle Victor? Alright, that's right, Victor S. Arseid. The Radiant Blade Master.
It's good to see you again. And it relieves me to see you're none the worse for wear, Your Highness.
God damn, he sounds so majestic.
Ugh! The Radiant Blade Master is here too?
Huh. Wow. You're strong. Very strong.
That's quite the nod, coming from the blazing demon himself.
Oh, so that's a good nickname.
I can see now why you're considered one of the fiercest in Ouroboros. And why some even claim you to be the Steel Maiden's equal.
Well, I know who I'm gonna be fighting.
Don't you go forgetting about us now.
Who's that? Oh, awesome. There's Prince. Yep, Prince Olivert too, and he's got a handgun.
Are you okay, Rean?
Wait, hold on. If I just realized if Victor Arseid's here and Prince Olivert, who's driving the ship?
Looks like we've landed in the middle of something pretty crazy.
All right, yeah, ignore my question for now. But anyway,
And not a moment too soon.
You came!
I'm glad to see you're all right.
yep, Olivert Reyes Honor.
You certainly seem to have kept yourself busy. Enjoying your scandalous elopement with Rean, are you?
Oh, he gave me the time of my life. You guys were having that much fun, huh?
And with our princess, Rean?
To think we were so worried about you.
You're not supposed to take it literally.
So this is what you threw me out of Valimar for? Doesn't look very fun.
Don't make me throw you off the ship.
Crow, you're here.
It feels like it's been ages since we last saw you.
You're looking spiffy, Crow.
I'm hanging in there. Sure wasn't expecting all of you to show up, though. How are we even gonna settle this?
That is the question, isn't it?
I'd roughly estimate both sides to be of equal strength.
Yeah? So we'd probably just end up at a stalemate, huh?
Well, that doesn't sound like much fun at all. Let's say we just forego the fighting and have ourselves a party instead.
That wouldn't be bad, that's for sure.
I could never turn down a party.
Nice.
That sounds simply wonderful.
I'll bring the booze.
Ah! No, no, no! Can't one of you take this a little more seriously?
Well, there's your party pooper. Jeez.
This is getting us nowhere.
Oh, great. Gee, I wonder what that sound means. Oh, look. Vita coitiled. Again. Stupid bird.
Look who decided to show up.
Krianos, Vita.
Oh, great. What does she have to say now?
Welcome aboard the Pantagruel, Emma. Your overall ability as a witch might still be lacking, but that transportation spell was exceptional. I must apologize for the untimely intrusion. As displeased as a few of you might be by the idea, I think it best if we let one another peacefully go our separate ways this time. I'll be the one who bears the brunt of Duke Cayenne's anger.
Vita. Can't say I understand why we should.
It's not our place to question the orders of our clients.
Whatever. Gives me something to look forward to later.
Well, at least he has a reason. Alright, there we go. At least we got Valimar back. Cool. Okay, so I guess we're dueling again.
Okay, see ya, Fee.
Next time we meet, it will be as enemies.
Yep, I know. Aww, I was kinda hoping we'd be able to talk some more.
That's right, yo.
I expect we will have multiple opportunities to do so in the near future.
You're still a bitch, Lammy.
Well, catch you later, Phantom Thief.
I like how we're all just like, we're actually okay with this. We're actually just gonna be like, nah, we'll fight later. See ya.
Or not.
Nope.
You do know that no one likes your stupid pranks, right?
Well, that's a bit harsh.
Tut tut! There's no need to be so harsh.
Heh, that's what I said.
It's a shame we couldn't resume our debate on the nature of beauty this time, my most worthy rival.
I could wax eloquent about beauty till I'm old and gray, but honestly, I think it's about time we settle things between us.
Oh.
Next time we meet Radiant Blade Master and his daughter, it will be to battle.
Well, I certainly have no objection to that.
You seem to bear some manner of ill will against my household. I don't know your reasons. But should we be granted the opportunity, I would gladly settle things with you in battle.
Yes, well, let's not be too hasty. I can wait.
Okay. Her bravado
That wraps things up for now.
I was about to say her bravado like instantly dropped. All right.
You've definitely grown, but you've still got plenty of room for improvement, especially when it comes to piloting Valimar. So unless you're up for another beatdown, I suggest you get to work on fixing that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, and just to confirm, you were the one who told Toval where I was, right?
We'll take that as a yes.
2 days ago, I got a call out of nowhere on my Arcus. They gave me this crazy amount of detail on exactly where to find you, then they just hung up. Didn't even say who they were. that you mention it, he does have the same voice as that mystery caller. I did think he sounded familiar. It must have been because I'd heard it during your concert at the festival.
Damn, looks like the jig is up.
You really did that?
Oh, Crow, there's no shame in admitting that you care, you know.
Uh-oh.
And if I might be so bold as to offer a word of advice, get Valimar a better sword, one like yours. If you think you're such hot stuff you can beat me without your 8 leaves training, you're in for a world of hurt.
He's got a point, because so far the only sword that we had was stolen from another mech. We actually need a legit weapon. Because, I mean, look at that spear, or trident, whatever. You know what I mean.
Correct choice of armaments is indeed paramount. Selecting one the Awakener is well suited to will increase combat efficiency exponentially.
Well then. And Valimar also is like, we'll now search Amazon Prime for adequate weapon.
I can't pretend to know much about this kind of thing.
He's right. Eastern blades like my Tachi are the heart and soul of the 8 leaves, 1 blade style swordsmanship. All right, I'll take your advice. And when I've got myself one, I'll finally take everything back. The Academy, Elise, and even you, Crow.
That's right, bromance.
If that's how you want it, I'd like to see you try.
Alright, so what happens now? Oh, off and away! Alright, teleportation spell. And what about these 5? Oh, okay, we're just gonna jump off the side of the ship. Are you serious? What timing, seriously. That's still pretty badass, though. Man, this is seriously cool, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, my mind is...
Full speed ahead!
That sounded like George.
Commence retreat from this airspace.
I think I know who that is, too. I'm serious, guys. This whole segment was pretty damn cool. Oh my god. Okay, so there you go, guys. That is it. Intermission aboard the Pantagruel is over. Very nice. Seriously, that was worth it. That was worth every minute. That was freaking cool. If I said some weird things during these conversations, I apologize. I didn't mean to. I was just excited. That's all. Alright, aboard the Pantagruel. See, I already messed up. Aboard the Pantagruel. Trophy achieved. Alright, so let's go ahead and save. And as you can see, this was earlier today. Or evening, as you can tell. But let's go ahead and save on another file. Oh, man, God, this is so cool. So we're on the Courageous now, right? So does that mean we're going to pull in Final Fantasy X and, like, explore the ship and go to any destination? Because that'd be freaking awesome. Alright, here we go. So we saved, so let's go ahead and continue and see what happens next. I'm so excited, seriously. Alright. Nordia Province Airspace. And there's the Courageous, of course. Or the Red Wings. I keep... Yeah, you know what I mean. So wait, is it called the Red Wings or the Courageous? I always forget. Well, not always, I just forgot in general. Because I think the first game they called it the Courageous, but... Anyway, we'll see what happens now. This is so cool. We're now in our own personal airship, though. I think.
If that is all, I will return to a state of inactivity.
Thanks for all you've done, Valimar. I'll be counting on you if anything else comes up.
Acknowledged. Prepare yourself for your next encounter with the Azure Knight, my Awakener.
Don't worry, I will. We lost last time, but I know that's not all I'm capable of. As long as we're all together, I know I can get stronger.
I eagerly await your results.
I will now do training via playing Blaze Blue, Street Fighter, and watching reruns of G Gundam.
Looks like he went to sleep.
So, this is what the Great Ashen Knight looks like up close, huh? I've heard all manner of rumor about it, but I never expected I'd stand in the presence of a legend.
I can't possibly begin to thank you enough. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come to my aid. Thank you. Really. And that goes for everyone else, too. Thanks for coming to rescue me, guys.
This is a pretty good image right here. Seriously, you could screenshot this. It's a good image.
We're just happy you're okay.
Just don't scare us like that again, alright?
True. We were all on edge waiting for you to get back.
And yet you somehow managed to come out unscathed with Her Highness in tow.
You make it sound like it was easy. Well, easy or not, it was worth going on board. I got plenty of useful info out of it. So funny enough, I'd say their invitation worked to my benefit more than theirs.
Okay, I guess you can say that's a good way of looking at it.
I guess there's no harm in looking at the positives now that all's said and done.
Look at you, acting mature and all grown up. Brings a tear to my eye.
Looks like we have some catching up to do.
That's true.
I'd like to follow Rean's lead and extend my thanks to each of you as well. Thank you, all of you. And, dear brother, it's a relief to see you safe and sound. Though I never pictured my great escape would end with you in this airship of all things.
We did time our appearance fabulously, if I do say so myself. My only regret is that we weren't able to blow in with a storm of rose petals when we boarded them.
I'm actually trying to imagine that. Huh, it could work. Anyway.
Perhaps I should have asked Emma to look into the feasibility of making such a magnificent entrance.
Oh man, that would have been so cool!
Yeah, you totally would have ripped off Tuxedo Mask.
Well, it's probably not impossible. Now you're just being silly.
Sounds about right for our prince.
Well, at the very least, I'd say we're clear of any immediate danger. And given this opportunity, I'd like to sit down with you to discuss our situation and exchange any pertinent information.
That would be a good idea.
But first, I think we have a few more reunions to celebrate.
Really?
Rean!
Towa and George!
Towa! George!
That's what I said.
I thought I heard your voices when we started flying away from the Pantagruel. So you were on board too?
You bet. Good to see you, Rean.
Towa Herschel. Alright, awesome. It's great to see her again.
Whoa!
It's really you. You're really okay. No sooner had we found out that you were still alive, we got told you had been taken by the Alliance. We've been so worried about you.
I'm a real troublemaker, aren't I?
Not on purpose, that's for sure.
Sorry, Towa, but I'm glad to see you and George made it out okay. Everything I've said to you has been at the back of my mind ever since we parted ways in Trista. And it's kept me going every step of the way. So, thank you.
Oh. You remembered. You promised me you wouldn't die. And you didn't.
Okay. For a second I was about to say, like, shit, what did she say to me from the first game?
We still need to work on that one, but I know you're not the kind of guy who'd go back on his word.
See? Rean's a guy you can count on.
That's kind of messed up that they just call him as Chubby Boy. Come on. There we go. Introduce his name. George Gnome. There we go.
Nice to see you're holding up okay. Still can't believe you made it through all that fighting in Trista in one piece, but... well, here you are. Good to see you again, George. But how'd you two end up on the Courageous to begin with?
Yeah, I was about to say. Give us some backstory, please.
We'll bring you up to speed once we all sit down for our meeting.
Oh, okay then.
There's a conference room on one of the upper floors. We can meet there when you're ready.
Okay, guys. Wow, so we're on the Courageous, and we got a nice reunion with Towa and George. What else can happen? Oh, cool. We're on the bridge. It's all high-tech and stuff. I mean, we've been on here before in the first game, but still. It's nice to see it again. Alright, there's the guy piloting. People at the computer. Alright, here we go. Conference room. Very fancy, if I must say.
The Courageous began its independent operations right before Heimdall was first occupied.
Okay.
I realized what the Alliance was planning, so I gathered a skeleton crew, met with Viscount Arseid, and we hurried straight to Trista, where we found your classmates locked in combat with the Azure Knight.
Okay. We remember that from a small cutscene, but let's see what else he says.
I see. That explains why you were in Trista.
I shudder to think what would have happened if not for the Courageous's timely appearance. What have you been doing since then, Father? I hadn't heard anything about your whereabouts until now.
Eventually, we were able to shake off the Azure Knight's pursuit. And we've been traveling around the country ever since, preparing to find you and take you on board.
George and I haven't been here long. The principal managed to get in touch with the Courageous without anyone noticing and sent us here.
Oh, nice. Good on him.
He did?
I hope he's still alright. By the way, what happened to Major Vander?
Oh yeah, that's right. Where is that guy? Isn't he like his bodyguard?
You two are always joined at the hip.
Ah, alas, he is currently indisposed. His military obligations have him heading up the 7th Armored Division in Western Erebonia.
Okay.
They're working with your former instructor, Major Neidhart, as well.
Ah, okay. There you go.
With him too? So he's over in the west now.
Huh. I should have known the 4th Armored Division's ace wouldn't get his ass kicked so easily.
Oh, right. Dad said he'd heard from him too, remember?
Still, the west side of the country contains Marquis Hyarm's Sutherland province, along with Duke Cayenne's Lemaire province. The fighting there would no doubt be even more fierce than it is here in eastern Erebonia.
Correct. A large percentage of the Imperial Army's military strength still remains intact. But the Noble Alliance forces' constant attacks have put them at a disadvantage.
Okay, makes sense.
On top of that, a number of townships in the region have been caught in the crossfire and suffered great losses.
That's terrible.
I'd heard as much, but it still pisses me off to hear it.
With the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions occupied on the eastern side of the country, one can only assume the Noble Alliance intends to use that as an opportunity to crush the forces in the west.
That also makes sense, too.
Yeah, but they're not stupid. I bet the army in the west is putting up a pretty good fight by themselves. It's too early to call things just yet.
An astute assessment. The situation in the Western Theater could change at a moment's notice.
Right. But that means we're uncertain what course to pursue now. And having said that, we have a question to pose to all of you. The question, really. With the whole of the Empire caught in the throes of civil war, what exactly do all of you intend to do from here on out?
And that is the big question, huh?
Us?
We were in the midst of discussing that when Rean was taken to the Pantagruel, in fact.
What to do? We got nothing.
This is a full-on war, and our fellow Erebonian countrymen stand on both sides. No one here is delusional enough to think that a group of students like us are capable of stopping it by ourselves. Still, during our field studies, we found ourselves up against the problems this nation faces again and again. And because we have that experience, I believe there's a place for us to change things in all this, a part only we can play. We may not be able to compete head-on with the Alliance, but together, we can move things in the right direction for Erebonia as a whole.
That's right.
That was wonderful, Rean.
Still, we aren't all gathered here for the same reasons. Be it rescuing Elise or settling things with Crow, we've all got something that we personally want to accomplish. But accomplishing those things won't be possible with the situation as it stands. And that's why, no matter how stacked the odds are against us, or how fierce the fighting becomes, we want to put everything we have into making all the difference we possibly can, in whatever way we can. I think I speak for everyone in Class 7 when I say that.
You bet!
I agree completely.
We may all come from different walks of life, but this time, that can work for us.
Exactly. We have something no one else does, and because of that, we can do things no one else can.
Possibly illegal things, but that's usually a good thing too.
And what kind of class would we be if we didn't take advantage of that to protect the people and things we love?
As well as find our own answers to the questions we have looming over us.
As Rean said, however big or small it is in the long run, we have a place in this war, and we have every intention of following it.
Sounds like it'll be a pain, though. No biggie. We're Class 7. Throw in a few of Rean's trademark speeches and we're raring to go.
Look at you kids.
You all sound like you've really thought long and hard about this. That's the Class 7 I'm proud to serve. And you guys aren't the only ones who feel that way. Everyone at Thor's has something to bring to the table.
That's good.
Remember the Academy's motto? Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was what Principal Van Dyke said to us at the welcoming ceremony.
Wow. I actually don't remember.
The words of Dreikel's the Lionheart serve to inspire us to this day, it would seem.
Of course. They ring as true as ever.
It's like you didn't even have to think about it. You guys just knew.
Actually, I had to think about it.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourselves.
I'm not.
And it's true that Thor students are scattered all over the country right now. But I'm sure that each and every one of them are fighting too, and they feel the exact same way that you guys do.
I understand. Your Highness.
Indeed. I figured you would have already given it some thought, but I wasn't expecting such a stirring conviction. But I think this at least settles the matter of what course to take. If you would do the honors, Captain.
As you wish. We're about to do something neither side would ever expect us to do. We're going to entrust this ship to you.
Damn, you're giving us the whole ship? Sweet.
From here on out, the Courageous is yours to command as you see fit.
Okay, so I was right. The ship is called the Courageous. All right, I heard the Red Wings, but I guess it has 2 names. Anyway.
What?
What?
Okay. Nice.
Father, would you mind elaborating?
It means exactly what it sounds like. The operation of this ship will be left entirely to your discretion.
Damn.
I imagine your journey to make a difference in this war needs a home base to begin from.
We were talking about that too.
Well, yes, but...
But then what will you do?
We plan to disembark and make our way to the western provinces. Once there, we'll begin working with the 7th Armored Division and the other neutral forces in the region. The intention is to ensure that as few innocents as possible are harmed by this conflict.
I was actually worried this airship might prove a bit too conspicuous to aid us in pursuing that goal. But with us headed west, we'd be leaving all of Eastern Erebonia in your hands.
Oh yeah, no pressure.
Wow.
I see. That does make the most logical sense.
Kinda. If we've got the Courageous, we could give our third faction some real weight. Neither side could afford to ignore us.
I'm not even sure the Guild could come up with a plan this wild.
Well, it's fair to say I've learned a lot from the way the Guild's members handle things, yourself included. Oh, and Alfin?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you to remain on board the Courageous as well. This ship is technically the property of the Arner household, fathers in particular. It should give them a certain freedom to act if they have concrete backing from a member of the Imperial family.
That, and it's a good reason to keep her safe on the ship, too, so that way she doesn't need to get kidnapped again.
I'd be happy to. Henceforth, I, Princess Alfin Reise Arnor, will guarantee the legitimacy of their actions. So do whatever you see fit to do. You have my full support.
Nice.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Wow!
We're truly honored to have you with us.
No turning back now.
Yeah, seriously.
So we're all in agreement.
We hereby humbly accept custody of the Courageous.
Please, leave Eastern Erebonia to us.
We'll be counting on you then.
I'm looking forward to toasting your future successes.
All right. Damn, this is... Oh my god, this is such a cool development. All right. So on that day, Class 7 was entrusted with the day-to-day running of the Courageous. Viscount Arseid and Prince Olivert decided they would disembark near Legram and travel to western Erebonia across the lake. And after receiving the bare minimum of instructions on how to operate the ship, its bright-eyed new owners set course for Ebel Highway. Alright, so remember, do not crash the ship. Alright, in all seriousness though, so Ebel Highway. Oops, sorry if you heard that. Let me adjust my headset here. Okay. Hey, look, the boxes are back. And, oh wow. This is so cool, guys. Seriously, like, I was not expecting this huge development in the game. First that cool moment when we were on the Pantagruel with Rean, you know, going all Devil May Cry, and now this. God damn, this, I guess the game's picking up now, seriously. Oh, there's, what's happening now?
I'm leaving you in charge of the Courageous's day-to-day operations.
Smart move.
I don't doubt you'll make a fine acting captain.
It would be an honor.
And there's the captain's hat. Ah, looks cute on her. So, how do I look? Captain Towa. Wow, it really does suit you. Yeah, the size is just right too. Haha, fortunately, I had a spare on hand that was a size smaller. That is quite fortunate. You're kind of like a cute mascot, like a human Mishi. Haha, perhaps we should capitalize on this opportunity with an irresistible line of Captain Towa merchandise. I would not be surprised if that's an actual item right now in the real world. Teehee, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Oh, you two are terrible. Gotta say, the hat's a nice... Excuse me. Gotta say, the hat's a nice touch. Towa, it really suits you. Yep, you definitely look the part of a captain with it. Haha, I think things will be just fine here in our absence. Yeah, you guys won't be needing us around much longer. So you guys are taking off then? Wait, really? Oh, they're leaving? Damn. I mean, let us keep Sharon and Claire. You can go, Toval. No, I'm joking. You'll be disembarking together with Father, yes? Yeah, it was nice to help out until you guys got back together again. But now that you are, there's no use in me sticking around. With the situation to the west what it is, I've decided to help out over there instead. I intend to return to commanding the RMP. I believe that's the best way I can contribute to bringing this war to an end. Okay, makes sense. We understand. Bye-bye, Claire. If you bump into Lecter somewhere, make sure you say hi for me. Hehe, I'll be sure to do so. I have been entrusted with a number of research tasks by Chairman Arena, as it so happens. So this is farewell for now. That doesn't sound shady at all. But, well, stay safe, alright? Whether you're a member of Ouroboros or not, it'll never change how our family's made. Oh my. Hehe, I'm touched to hear you say so. Please, my lady, take care of yourself. Still, let's keep in touch, okay? I'm gonna keep gathering as much info as I can through the guild's intelligence network. It's not like Erebonia's the only place where strange stuff's going down now. True, I'm particularly concerned about what's happening over in Crossbell. Well, I think you guys definitely know what's going on in Crossbell. Anyway, I'll leave that to you. Give my regards to Miles. You know it. Thanks for everything that you've done for us. I'm sure that we wouldn't have been able to come this far if not for your help. Hey, no need to get all stiff all of a sudden. You're embarrassing me. We may be working separately from now on, but I intend to do all I can to aid you in the future. Take care, everyone. Oh.
Rean, I'd like you to accept this.
Oh, what's this?
I hope that it will prove to be of some use to you in the challenges ahead.
Oh, what's this? Hold on. Receive cerulean hearts. Nice. Thank you, Captain. You've done so much for us. Especially in Ymir. I can't begin to thank you enough for helping to protect my hometown.
You needn't thank me. I just did what I felt was right.
Awesome.
I wish you all the best in the future. Not as a member of the RMP, but as a graduate of Thor's military academy.
Cool. I was not expecting an item, but cool. Thank you. We'll do all that we can to meet your expectations. Yowza! Things are getting nice and steamy over there, huh? Oh. Good. Gee. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm losing in the race for most reliable big sister figure all of a sudden. Well, you get a gold star for trying.
Well then, it's time we bid you all a fond farewell for now. Chin up, Alfin. I'm counting on your charm to keep everyone motivated.
May the goddess be with you.
I look forward to the stories you'll have to tell when next we meet, Laura.
Good luck, Father.
Wow, man. I'm still a little shocked. They gave us the freaking ship for our use. So yeah, they just pulled a Final Fantasy X on my ass. This is so cool. Oh, and there we go. And of course everyone else is still there. So I wonder what that item does for us. The one that Claire gave us. I gotta check that out when we get a moment.
Well, there they go. You think they'll be okay on their own?
Only the goddess herself knows for certain. Still, with some already calling this a second advent of the War of the Lions, I can only hope they make it through unscathed.
Oh, I'm sure they'll all be just fine. They don't bear the symbol of the horned lion for show.
Yes, I suppose you're right. And the same goes for me, too. I can't very well call myself a Thor's alumnus and fail to deliver.
Well, well, aren't we birds of a feather? Proud Thor's graduates unite.
Alrighty.
I'll be in touch with them plenty in the coming weeks, so don't worry. The old guard will do as it must to keep watch over the young and vigilant. Speaking of the old guard, Chancellor Osborne was also a Thor's graduate, was he not?
Huh.
Yes, he was.
Sorry to say, I can't picture it.
I can imagine it. Make him grow a little younger, get rid of the beard and the long hair. I can imagine it. He actually reminds me of the dad from Shokugeki no Soma. But anyway.
Was he now?
Yeah, literally, just get rid of the beard, make him have shorter hair, make him a little younger. There you go.
He and I may have had our differences, but I still feel a certain loss with his passing. I'd like to express my condolences to you while I have the chance.
I'm afraid I never had the chance to truly get to know him. But there's no doubt in my mind that he was one of the greatest men of our time.
Thank you.
Still, it must be tough for you with Heimdall under the Alliance's thumb. Were you able to find out where his funeral was held?
Actually...
What? What's going on?
Captain?
Is something amiss?
It's just that I received a strange report on that very issue.
Really?
I was told his body was taken into the custody of the Imperial Guardsmen when the city was occupied. But then after that, it simply disappeared at some point.
Disappeared, you say?
That doesn't sound good.
Is it possible the reformist faction could have taken it from them?
I'm afraid I don't know. It is possible that the Intelligence Division did something to that effect.
A disappearing corpse is certainly cause for concern. It's difficult not to draw parallels with the Lance Maiden's sudden death following the War of the Lions.
Huh.
Unbelievable. I'm almost impressed how much trouble one man can stir up, even from beyond the grave.
You can say that. Alright, well that's an interesting...
So many plots in motion. I doubt even his death put a stop to them all.
Okay, I gotta say, this is an interesting development. Seriously. Ugh. So many things are going on, too, so my mind's just still frazzled. Alright, hold on. So it's been 2-3 days. Alright, touring Erebonia 1, huh. Okay, I wonder what that means. I still can't believe we got our own ship. This is so cool, guys. Oh, man. Alright, so can we actually explore the ship now? I'm super excited. I want to see it. Alright, loading. Come on. Ah, yes. Courageous the bridge. And there's Captain Towa. She's so tiny. She's so cute, though. Seriously. Alright. Observer Chrono. No change in weather or wind direction since entering the Cruzian airspace. Or Cruzian province airspace. Sorry. Got excited there. Alright. Engineer Boisier. We are currently cruising at a speed of 3,000 SPH. Or 3,000 speed. Whatever. Nothing abnormal detected on the radar thus far. She's so tiny. I'm sorry. Alright. Detour around the Twin Dragons Bridge, staying within the clouds. Take extra care that we aren't noticed by the Noble Alliance's surveillance. Yes, ma'am, Helmsman Johnny. Wow, she's a real natural at this. Yeah, it's hard to believe she's only been in the position for a day. Indeed, she has proved a worthy captain in Father's place. As if anyone could fit the role better than our student council president. He still looks like a mascot character, though. That's just one of her many charms. Yeah, and besides, I can feel at ease knowing she's in charge. So, today's the day we start our journey anew, right? Right. We settled what we'll be doing last night. Now all that remains is to do it. Alright, what happens now? Oh my god, there's still more. Okay, hold on. Previous day, courageous conference room. Alright. Okay, you know what? And you guys are probably going to read it. I'm actually going to go ahead and split the part now because we are actually way overdue on splitting this part. So I'm going to do that right now. So give me 1 second here, guys, and we'll be right back.